Alright guys, we're back. Joyce, Gumball, what's up? Jobless son. I get discouraged when I see my art not clean line. If it's supposed to be clean line, then yeah, you have to clean it, man. Don't be lazy. Hey Ryan, doing more concepts for the White Witch comic. Did you get enough sleep? Not really. I'm exploring concept for the sun god. I did some sketches in my sketchbook, trying to see if I can make him maybe wearing this kind of armor. Probably protecting the outside world from his like nuclear radiation or something. So and I'm enjoying inking with this brush. It is fun, honestly. Yeah, that's the same brush. I used it for the card game artwork I told you about. For the past couple of days I was just like rendering, so it's kind of refreshing to go back to this one. Sabbath Chan, what's up, man? Welcome to the stream. Yeah, it's been a while since the last stream. Just busy with commissions. Full opacity, no. There's pen pressure. That's the beauty. Yeah, it's full opacity. That's pretty nice. Yeah, the uprising event was pretty cool as well. It's like a small artist alley, kinda. It was pretty nice. The surprising thing is that I met a couple of fans who purchased prints 10 years ago, and they didn't know. This is like before Nubovich. So they were surprised to finally find me again, kind of. Yeah, one of them is actually asking me to do a reprint of an old, one of the first artworks I did, like a fan art for Overwatch. Mercy. We're resurrecting a crow. Yeah, it's pretty old, man. Pretty old. I was surprised actually. Bring back the White Witch pen. Honestly, I can do a better one. I found a couple like remaining from the first drop while I was looking through my old boxes. It is a good pin, but it's very small, and I think I can design a new one that has more details. Kickstarter stretch goal for the comic, yeah, not a bad idea. Probably do that. A cool 3D print too. Yeah, we'll see. We're still discussing that because we have the sculpt already, and we're trying to see the options we have for the release. Hey Zoe, how are you today? Missing figure drawing. Yeah, maybe this is the first Saturday without anything. There is a comic workshop by Momo on the 8th. Is it 8th? Yeah, next week, so Saturday, Sunday. So I might go. It's in El Cercal, but I'm not sure which studio there. No, it's by Momo. I'm not sure if you met him, but he's comic artist, art director for Sandstorm. So I think me and Harry are gonna go check it out. Hey Darko. The table hammer one, yes. Because the sculpt is done. It's just about like figuring out how to release it. We're thinking of just going digital. So maybe a full 3D print would be a nice idea. Or like the Kickstarter. Found one on Sunday the 9th. Let me see, I have the post here. Let me see. So it's gonna be on the 9th, March, 15 and 16. Analog the Room? What is that? 3-part workshop by Momo. Storytelling with dark room photography techniques. I have no idea what's gonna be there, but maybe worth checking. Let me see if it's on their website. Is it on their website? Yeah, it is on their Instagram. Wait, we have to take photos? I'm gonna send it to you. I sent. Advice relating to perspective and character design. Always feel overwhelmed. Choose the perspective and how to do it correctly. Perspective and character design. What do you mean, like perspective and character design? When you're designing character, just go with the most simple pose. No need to complicate things, man. No need to do like all any kind of like crazy perspective. If you're doing splash art, then that's kind of like a different thing. Anyway, you can share your art if you want free critique. You can send it to Discord free critique channel. I can take a look at it. For presenting character, yeah man, just keep it simple. Front facing, or maybe something like this. That's a little bit kind of, it won't show the character. You probably need to show it from like the side a little bit. Just nothing crazy, man. You're focusing on the design, not on the perspective. So working on the eyepiece. Can have a look later, sure. I mean, if you want to send it now, that's your chance. But you're almost done, right? Like I've seen you almost done with coloring. When it comes to life studies, do you see the gesture or the forms first? I'd go with the line of action first. It's line of action, and then maybe I can show you an example. So usually I start with the head. Then I kind of go with the S shape. So I'll try to follow the spine a little bit. And then I start the blocking. And I keep measuring each point I add. For example, the end of the hand, you have to look at it as if you're looking at a 2D image. So I extend like a straight line and it touches the nose. So this way I don't place the hand too far or too low. So I keep checking every point I add. Now sometimes it's not like super perfect, but at least it prevents you from extremely like missing the mark. For the face, just keep it simple. Add the shadows for the eyes, that's it. No need to add more detail than that. Unless you have time, of course. So yeah, something like that. And then I refine with the whatever like time left. This is usually like for the figure drawing sessions we do. So it's the longest pose is 15 minutes, but usually it's like around 10. So once I reach this stage, then I'll just refine the details. And during the live drawings, I switch between ink sometimes to blue pencil, ink brush, so yeah, it's like different mediums, I experiment with those. But yeah, it's something like that. I might go for a full render. Okay, that should be a nice practice. Scale the image with the line is great. As I've seen that some artists stick their hand out to measure. I mean, yeah, you can do that if you want. The thing is, like I know the human anatomy, so it's not about like missing the shapes or anything like that. But I just need to. I find that way is like easier to find mistakes. You can also measure the negative space. So you can look at this here compared to this. This is bigger. which means I have to move like the hand closer. So that's another way. Another way I measure is I take a 90-degree what do you call this, angle, and then I kind of measure the lines according to it. So for example, you can see here it's almost like a straight line where I have it like more exaggerated, so I can push this inward. Same thing here, it's mostly flat, so I can probably just push it more. So this is another way to like measure the lines. So now I'm measuring it to like at the 90 degrees on a flat plane of paper. So I switch between looking at like the 3D object in front of me and try to look at the 2D drawings I have on the paper, and then try to do the necessary changes. And not every drawing is going to be successful, so that's also okay. What else? I think with experience you'd be able to save some drawings. So sometimes I start with ink and some parts are already like ruined from the start, but yeah, find out that maybe like relying on like heavy shadows can like hide some mistakes you do. Because like when I do the figure drawings, honestly, like I'm not doing it for practice. It's mostly like to experiment with style, I think. So I do it and I kind of like experiment. I think many artists who join us through this session do the same. So they take it as like experimentation with different mediums. Hi, welcome. Yeah, man, go for it. Let's see. Yeah, sure, man. Send it. Looks like Nanatsu. Who? Is it a good thing or a bad thing? Good thing, Anga? All right, let's see. All right. Nice use of noise. Yeah, as I told you, the artwork is pretty good already. Let's see how we can enhance it. So things that I would work on is here. I'm not sure what is it that you wanted to do. Like, is she putting her hands on her legs, or is it like, I don't know, like creating this kind of gesture like a bird flying with her hands? So it's not super clear, but yeah, the thumb too close to the thigh is like pretty annoying. So probably I would put the thumb here, like so that's one thing. Let's see. In terms of rendering, it is all over the place. So I'm not sure. Like, the drawing is good, but the rendering is like way off. And you can tell from like here, the shadow. Highlights are all over the place as well. You can see the highlights here, like it's not clear what is the shape of this here. I hate it when the highlight is on the edges. It makes the drawing look flat. Same here, like with these. Like, why is the highlight strongest here and then it fades when it reaches the top? Although, like, from the reflection and the boobs, it's clear that the light's coming from here, which means that the highlight should be strongest on top. So we got it right here, but even here, like, the highlight should be strongest. The ear is a little bit off as well. So if I continue the ear behind the hair, like, you can see how off, like, you have got all this space empty. So the ear should be here, kind of like pushed back a little bit. And we might be able to see the other ear as well. What else? I would work more on this part here, like just try and make it more kind of interesting. Same here as well. And maybe something here, like just for the design, like ending it just like that is kind of boring, so needs something else. Boobs need to be pushed a little bit. Something like that. And you can get rid of those lines, there is no need for those. Maybe you add them in the drawing, fine, but yeah, I mean, there is no need for those. And I'll probably fill this area here so the thigh goes back, something like this. But the face is nice, so although the highlight in the eye is wrong, it's nice, but it's wrong. All right, let's see with a little bit of adjustments, show you how it's gonna look. I think I was trying to do more cell shading stuff, but then I caved and started blending stuff. Yeah, it could be. Actually, you can add, let's add the new layer, just add shadows. So this is just by adding another layer of cast shadow. So yeah, maybe something like that. So technically just a little bit more work on the rendering, but overall it's pretty good. It's on the right path. It showed that you're still trying to figure out the style you're after, whether it's cell shading or rendering, or which type of rendering, or how much to render, how much details to keep or take out. So yeah, overall it's pretty good. Should I add shoes? Nope. That's an F. Oh, you're welcome. You are welcome. Hey, Dilba. Welcome back. Yeah, I'm just doing random sketches, no reference. I have either like a mood board on the other monitor, just to keep the flow of energy going. Yeah, sure. Go ahead, Zan. Let me know when you send it. Moon Goddess, we'll see. Hey, 42. How have you been? Sent, okay. Let's see, I feel I'm missing something. I'm gonna add like shadows, leaves, the foreground to add some dimension. I think I might be, it might be the colors. Alright, let's see. Okay, let's see. So I think the major issue is with composition. Like there is a lot of space here, unless there has to be some text Like this is kind of like a dead space here. So I can do, I'm gonna duplicate, create so I can move things around a little bit, and so maybe something like this is better. So you have the eye centered with a mid, what do you call this, divider, vertical line, and then like the hair goes in with the diamond, like triangle. And I think, yeah, like the hair, and then the knee, and then the apple, like they're all touching this line here. So I think this is a better composition. So if you turn this to black and white, you can see like it's almost flat. So you need either like to push the background, make the background darker, or the character darker, but yeah. So I can probably separate the character. So I'm gonna create a group, gonna mask it. Okay. So at least something like that. Let's see. So you can see now the colors are more vibrant. Here it's more gray blue. Now it's more like you can push the colors now a little bit back. You can add a little bit more bluish gray, but at least like you have a better base to start on. What else? Now the face. There are a couple of things you need to fix. The most important one is the distance, like where you place the lips. So you place the lips exactly center between the nose and the chin, and usually the lips should be placed at the 1/3. So I'm gonna just cut the lips. I'm gonna shift them up a little bit, something like this. I'm gonna duplicate this. And you see the shape of the face from the side, like the cheekbone here needs to be a little bit tweaked, so I'm gonna do it with liquify, just easier. And then I'll show you the difference. I'm gonna lift the lips a little bit up as well, like I'm fixing the lips to match. So I think if you're using Photoshop, this should be an easy fix, not a very big issue. So you can see I added a little bit more curve here. So the curve ends exactly where the corner of the eye. Lift the nose wing a little bit. I'll lift up the side of the eye as well, and then the lips, I push this side up so it goes with perspective. Alright, now I switch to hard edge brush. I'm gonna paint over a little bit. So I think here this area should be a lot cleaner, because you have the light coming from this direction, so it is hitting this area here. So I'm gonna just clean this. Same goes with this area here, so the light should be, you should have a strong highlight here, starting from the cheekbone all the way to the lips. All of this is like kind of one highlight. You can blend it then. It's pretty much like that. Then to fix this side, this. And the distance between the chin and the shoulder is way too much, like the neck is too long, but it's not a big issue. There's another thing that you can see, the shadows are not super clean, so I think you should focus on that a little bit more. Just try and keep the shadows cleaner. For now, they're like all over the place. And you need to add a lower eyelid, which is going to be darker. You can see like in both cases you don't have like a lower eyelid for some reason. Should I go darker with the shadows? They're fine, no, I think. You shouldn't go darker. It's just like they need to be cleaner. like the maybe the brush you're using. Like for example here, this should be like, you should be able to blend this here. So it should be like one color. Even here, like you see, the more shadows you add, it shows that the hair is like, it's really positioned like really far from the body. It's actually touching the body, so shouldn't be that, there shouldn't be that much shadow. I think the color of the shadow needs to change. It should be a little bit more bluish to create a nice contrast with the overall like kind of red you have. Let's see. For the lips, they need to be a little bit lighter, especially the bottom lips. What else? You can see the eyes are not aligned. You can measure that with the nose and the lips. So to fix that, we need to select this, duplicate, and move this a little bit to the top. You can see the difference now. Even now, like I still feel the lips are a little bit positioned the wrong spot. So I'll go back and do a little bit more liquefy just to fix the chin, just a little bit more space. So give her a little bit more chin, and I push the nose a little bit inward. Maybe that's a little bit too much. Let's get a bit more. Fascinating to watch you work. Well, I hope it's helpful. All right, I'm gonna duplicate, bring the head a little bit. So yeah, this is kind of the correct position, so you don't want to make the neck way too long. What else? Maybe we can add another layer, bluish kind of hue. think something like this makes it better to read. So now we can see that the light is coming from the top right. Here it's a little bit diffused, it's like we're not sure where the light's coming from. What else? Can switch brush, go back to the hard edge. And for the hair, let's see. So I think here we can show that more form, because you have the light hitting the top, the shoulders, and then all of this area in the back, it's like curved away from the light and then goes back here to this area here, like catches more light. Yeah, I can see YouTube chat. It is working. I want to say the ability to make things feel energetic in painting as well. Things like instinct and speed are not going to get better by taking your time. Big long projects to be wanted, and then you get more chances to see or instincts fail. You can improve. Sure, yeah, sometimes. Sometimes. For the eyes, I'm gonna blend the eyes. I'm drawing the eyelashes with black color. You can adjust that as you see fit. Switch to hard edge, and we add the highlight inside the eye. Let's fix the lips. Looking from this direction at the lips, we won't be able to see the other side, like the other corner, because the lips kind of curve back like this. Meaning, this is the correct shape. So it's not like a mirror side to side. So you can see before and after. I mean, we did a lot of changes, but I would say the most important things is just proportions for the face. So the eye needs to be parallel with the nose, with the lips. The lips need to be in perspective, so their shape needs to be fixed. And then lower the head, make the neck shorter, and add an overall like kind of lighten the areas where the light is hitting, which will make it more 3D. Here it's more like way too diffused, like we can't see exactly where the light coming from. But here we can see that the light, we have the shadow here, very clear. Clean the shadows, so the shadows should be very close to the hair because the hair is touching the back. So for example, here it's way too much. Fix the composition, no need for all the space that was here. And what else? Darken the background, to create contrast. So now with the skin more lighter, we can see actually the character is like very well framed with the hair. So the face is like light, and then you have the hair is dark, framing the face, which is pretty good. Now you can add more stuff later. You can add rim light if you want. So we have the main light coming from the top right, which is kind of like, let's say, sunlight. You can add another like blue light coming from the opposite direction, so which gonna create, but I mean, it's up to you. Like once you're done, you can just play around and add another layer and see how it's gonna look. So yeah, something like that. I mean, it can be done on like a separate layer just to test things, see how it works. Yeah, I hope that was helpful. I'll send you this once I'm done. Yeah. Overall, pretty good. It's just composition and a little bit more contrast. Didelit, how are you? How was your stream? And welcome guys to the free critique stream. I'm doing concept sketches for my comic and doing some free critiques as well. What did you work on, Didelit? Yeah, you're welcome, Zoe. You could have a look through a couple slides of a post of mine and let me know if you notice any bad habits. You posted that. Which ones? What's your... Yeah, you can post them on free critique. Let's see. Is it Instagram link? Let's see. Yeah, these are pretty good, man. It's pretty good. Pretty good. I like what I see. One of the slides. Oh, okay. Now it's loading. Yeah, I like that. Let's see your account. Yeah, not bad, not bad. You need to clean some stuff in your account. When did you join Instagram? Yesterday? You have only 10 posts? Disgusting. What's up with the other post? Oh, it's animated? Okay. What about this one? What is this? Yeah, you should post more. I'm not sure, like, do you want to grow your IG or... I mean, these are pretty good. These are pretty good. Yeah, I would say if you keep posting the same quality as the last post and you keep it consistent, you need to post every day. I'm not sure like how fast you can like do one of like 2-3 slides of these. Shouldn't be that hard, right? Like if you post every day, your page is gonna grow pretty fast. Like the grunge sketching is popular. People love to see that. I guess I'm gonna grow. I suppose I really wanna learn something in the field of animation. Sure, you can do that from time to time, like post some animation stuff. The problem with animation, like especially on Instagram, is that it takes ages between each post because animation takes a long time to make. And the algorithm doesn't support that. Like you need to be consistent, just post every day. Maybe take a look at Musa on Instagram and in X. You can see like with his grunge style, let's say he posts one illustration per week, but he teased the illustration twice per week. So he's working on two illustrations, and he will share the sketch and a little bit of the color on the character like 2 days apart, and then he will share the final artwork. So you can do that. I mean, if you want to work on bigger artwork illustrations, but yeah, grunge sketching is popular now, so you have a big chance to grow. The man in armor looks fantastic. Hey, thank you very much. Thank you. Yeah, I'm trying to keep working on some like concepts for the White Witch. Kind of cool workflow. Yeah, take a look at his page. He's I mean, consistency is key when you want to grow your social media. People need to kind of, what do you call it, like expect you when you're gonna post. Like they follow you, they expect you to post every day, and that's usually how it goes. Yeah, if anyone else wants to share their artwork, they want critique, you can post on Recritique. Free critique page on Discord. Mossa, Musa. He has 2 pages as well. I think his main page was like Musa's Cannibals or something like that. But then he has another page which is dedicated just to like 40k, and another one I think just for his OCs. And then he has his Patreon for his like not safe for work stuff. Was it Patreon? No, he's like posting somewhere else, but yeah. Yeah, he's a machine, man. He is a machine. mean, if someone wants critique, they have to let me know. They have to join the chat and post it here. $42. Okay, let's see. FGW, is he here in chat? I don't see him. 42. I don't see your post. Unless you use a different name. Apero. Yeah, double. Keep going, man. Keep posting. No slacking. All right, this looks good, by the way. 42. This looks good. You just need to keep rendering. I mean, his hand is pretty fat, unless he is that fat. I mean, there's no way this is like a human hand. Maybe he's mutated? I'm gonna assume there's a reason for his hand to be this size, but okay. Okay, well, the great words. Always stop by and watch or stream. Hey, thank you very much, Diddlet, for the raid, and yeah, enjoy your dinner. Oops. When I stare at something long enough, everything starts looking like a human hand. I don't know, that's weird, man. You need to add like a darker shade now. Overall, I think this is pretty good. You're on the right path. Just keep going, keep rendering. Even here, like the hand is... I mean, it depends on where you want to take this. Like, if you want to keep going, you want to achieve like realism, then yeah, just keep rendering. It's mostly just edge control. Like here, it should be like smooth transition compared to here. So yeah, just like keep an eye on the edges and keep rendering. Longer rendering, yeah, you need to spend more time. That's it. But overall, it's pretty good. I mean, just adding these like dark hues here. Pushing it to a little bit more like completion. Yeah, keep rendering. It's pretty good so far. Okay, who else? FGW, do you want me to look at your rider, Headless Rider? Burke? Where? Which one? Oof. Can we show this on stream? All right. Okay. FGW first, and then we'll do the other study. Where is it? Alright, what do you want me to critique, man? Is this like part 2 of the Headless Rider? Um, arm is hurting, and I want the green bits to be a little translucent. Her arm to be a little bit translucent. Okay. I guess you need to show the bones then. Unless there are no bones. I don't know. It's up to you. Something like this. What is this? Is it like a Nurgle infestation? Yeah, you can send it to the free critic. A little ghoul face on the back. Ghost type. What? This is a face? Why? That's disgusting, man. Let's just remove it. Clean back. You already have enough enough going on. There's no need to add more. What is this? Don't tell me it's the hair. I don't like that. You have to show the legs somehow. I don't know, unless like she's part of the horse. You have to solve that issue. And you need to fix the horse. As you know, horses are one of the hardest things to paint. So when it's wrong, it really shows that it's wrong. So you need to fix the horse. I mean, yeah, unless you're like specialized in painting horses, but yeah, they're ranked among the hardest to paint. Not because they are hard to paint, it's because we are used to looking at horses, so we can detect mistakes pretty fast. Similar to like when you're drawing hands and the hands are like not correct. Everyone can see that they're not correct, but if you're painting an elephant and you missed rendering, I don't know, the ears a little bit, nobody's gonna notice because we're not used to seeing elephants. I mean, you can see the shape of the horse, like you need a little bit to look at some references. I'm not saying that I'm good at painting horses, but at least like get the of course depends on the horse you want to paint. Maybe it's an Arabian horses, then you can cut this. So yeah, get yourself some references for the horse. The main attraction is the back, so you need to have that super rendered, super clean. And yeah, translucency for the arm is like by showing what's not translucent, kind of like the bones inside, or if you want to show the head. All right, overall pretty good. Keep going. All right, who's next? Arabian horses cut half of the skull. I mean, that's how it is. What do you want me to say? I can show you a reference. They are kind of like the superior type, fastest horses on the planet. They don't need compared to other horses. Let me see if I can find it. This is Arabian horses. European horse. You can see the difference in the nose. So it depends on the type of horse you want to illustrate. You grab some references and paint it exactly. Like here, I'm not sure, like it's more like a dragon. Maybe you want to draw a dragon, then you have to look at something else. Already sent the last one. All right, let's see. We have one more to look at. Already censored. Who was this? Is it you, Burke? I'm gonna advise on how to... What? How react skin to the light? Oh, okay. Her neck is way too long. I think the skin's like a little bit monotone. So you have kind of this kind of red, brown, and then you have the lighter version and then the darker version. Like you need to add a little bit more variation to the skin. Yellows, grays, blues. Let's fix the anatomy first. You see the space here? You have to remember that this is the rib cage. It needs more space. What is this, by the way? What else? Let's see. Here, you see the muscle. Like there should be nothing here, honestly. But the muscle here wraps around and attaches to the other side. Technically, so it's this muscle here, it attaches here. So this is what we're seeing. So this goes all the way. Technically, this is like this. Damn, man. The neck is really long. We're gonna keep it because Mr. 42 likes it like that, so. Part of the bikini, I don't know. It looks like a mutation to me. I'm gonna remove that. And the stomach connects here. This should be a little bit more softer transition. And yeah, we have to do some surgery here. Okay, now I'm doing color balance. Maybe I can just add them here so you can. So some blue and a little bit of green. We can go, this is for the midtones, for the highlights. We can do a little bit of yellow, some purple, and a little bit more blue, and we go back to the shadows and we make the shadows add a little bit of blue and some green. Okay, there you go, looks more natural now. Now we add another layer. We go with a soft brush, and we add some yellow. We set this to overlay. So I'm just adding like a different color variations. I think a little bit more bluish kind of gray. Maybe we can do try and push poison ivy again. Yes. Yeah, maybe something like this. Looks a little bit more natural now. I mean, the face is nice, but you have her eyes kind of looking at opposite direction for some reason. So you need to fix the eyes. Make the nose a little bit smaller. You can fix this here. This is can give her more volume. I'm fixing this with liquify. So you can see the difference now. Thicker eyebrows, of course. We are not in the 90s anymore. I like the way you blend the lips. It's a pretty good move. Pretty good. Yeah, you can. Just send it on free critique. Alright, before and after. I mean, just fixing the side of the face, thicker eyebrows, fix the eyes. It's like you can see the difference. And yeah, more natural skin tone. Keep a reference, by the way. For now, like, you're just going monotone, like red, lighter and darker red. If you need more variations, I'll give you the Photoshop file. You can look at the adjustment layers I did. So that's that. Okay, I'm gonna save this, by the way. It's gonna go with critique, Marsh first. Who's next? Hi, welcome. Am I? You're next. Alright, what do you want me to critique? I feel like she's so stiff and her proportion seems off. The Raiko one? The Raiko. What? What's your name on Discord? All right, let's see. Okay, you're next. Let's go with this one. I mean, the face is pretty good. This is really good. 10 out of 10. You will pass in my class. Good painting. All right, let's fix the proportions. The hand, actually the arm is way too long. So we're gonna cut that. And then we're gonna cut this whole arm. Move it a little bit inside. Add some light here, otherwise the hand is like invisible. All right, so you need to keep the light coming from the bottom consistent. Hey, Sam. Maybe we can keep the leg the same. Yeah, the arm was way too long. 100%. So I think I moved the whole body kinda to create this curve. But what you had is not really bad. I mean, you can work with this just if you fix the torso. I think overall just like proportions, just a little bit of tweaks here and there. We can test it with this. Composition wise, it's really bad. So we can probably fix that. Maybe yeah, move the whole character here. Let's add. All right, so you can see now we have the arm is parallel to this line, and then we have the eye. Both eyes kind of touching both lines. Then the body goes with this diagonal line. Character is centered. So yeah, maybe something like that. Can or even bigger. Yeah, maybe something like this. Unless there's something like here, I mean, you're adding the blood, but yeah, you can probably extend it. Yeah, you can play around with the composition, as long as you follow some of these lines. But here you can see like, I mean, yeah, maybe the eye is at the 1/4 line. You have a lot of like empty space with this, like almost like half the painting is like empty. But the center of attention is like the face. I have a hard time with composition. Yeah, that's why you need to use this tool. As long as you follow the lines, follow the intersections, or the extended lines, like you have the half, then 1/4, a quarter kind of line as well. All right, Ryan, thanks for submitting, man. All right, who's next? Yeah, this looks pretty good. Let's do some testing though. think the leg is like way too, like the perspective is way too extreme. I think maybe something like this is better. It feels a little bit more natural, maybe. I remember you posted the 3D reference. I mean, what you had maybe is correct, but this feels more natural in my eye, so... What do you think? And this finger has to go this way. So yeah, I think the leg is more natural this way, which means you have to adjust the perspective or double check with your like 3D reference and fix the nose of the character. But overall, this is pretty good. Clean lines. All right, that's all right. All the submissions. Alright, let's finish this one. Call it a stream. Streaming for 3 hours. You can send the PSD file. Yeah, I'm gonna upload the file and then send you the download link, guys. Just after the stream. I wanna know about the hair. What do you mean the hair? Here for this character? I'm not sure. What do you mean the hair? I don't know the hair of the anime. I don't remember how the hair looked. She had like a short, right? Short hair. Yeah, I'll share the PSD. Can take a look at it. I think I'm gonna delete the older files. All right, show me the reference. All right, let's see. Something like that, I guess. something like this. All right. You're welcome. Sometimes, even if the hair is gonna look different in perspective to the design in the anime, you probably need to go with how the design is. So even if it's not correct with the perspective or the camera angle. All right, I think this is it for today. Let's save this one. Alright guys, thank you very much for watching. Next free critique is end of March, so a month from now. Let's see if we can raid anyone. Let's raid this Leia Wiki. Alright guys, thanks for watching, thanks for all the submissions, and I'll see you maybe tomorrow. Might do some commissions or more concept sketches. Until then guys, enjoy the raid.